Welcome to Straight Outta Jersey. Today's podcast is brought to you by Ace Sunglasses. Go to acesunglasses.com.au to purchase some of the best shades around. Use promo code MRG30 and receive 30% off selected brands. Powered by the Zapata brand studio. Straight Outta Jersey with Jersey Jay-Z and the freak of New York, Gregg Valentino.
Yo, what's up, guys? We are live December 5th. Me and my boy, Gregg Valentino. How you doing, Greg?
Yeah, just a dog chasing his tail, hamster on a wheel, ant on a treadmill, just
same shit, huh? John Mancini, hey guys, hope all is well. What's up, John? How you doing, man?
How you doing, Johnny?
Good to see you, John. I know you got a new phone and everything. He's got a new phone, so he's got some things going on, but John is there watching out. We're going to have PJ Braun on probably next week, I think, so.
Okay.
Just to let you know, PJ Braun, I reached out to him, so he's going to be coming on probably next week.
Yeah, PJ Braun, I know him since he's a teenager. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
Ruben Sanchez, what's up, Jay-Z and Greg? What's going on, Ruben?
What's going on, Ruben? How you
Hope
doing?
You're doing well with your situation. Hey, Greg, did you hear about the CEO who got shot in New York for United Healthcare?
Yeah, I did, man. That was crazy. First of all, everybody's like, he's a professional hitman. No, he isn't. He shot him in the leg first, like the fucking idiot. He shot him in the leg. What makes you think he's because he had a silencer? Dude, yes. The guy I used to be with, who's in prison right now, when I was on the streets, he used to sell, so he had big bags of silencers, He had Army silencers because some were green. You know what I mean? I was like, where the fuck did that come from? He's like, well, that's from the Army.
Wow.
I mean,
I don't know. They're still looking for the guy, and they showed his face, but
I saw his face. I still say, first of all, how did the guy know where he was going to be? How did that guy know his itinerary? Maybe the wife told him, you know what I'm saying? Big insurance policy there. Well, he was worth millions, like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was worth big scuttle. You know what I mean? I don't know if the wife's involved or not, but that's the first place you got to look. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it, he wrote shit on the bullets. I forgot what he wrote. Like, whatever the hell he wrote on there. 3 different messages on 3 different bullets. He did that purpose. I think it's to throw the cops off. I think it's to make it look like it had to do with business. But I'm telling you, when they find out, when shit hits the fan, you're going to find out that shit was probably the wife or somebody. Either he was banging some guy's wife or his wife wanted some, got all.
Yep. Matt Crosby says hello. Matt Crosby, what's going on? John Saldi.
Hey, Matt, how you doing? What's going on, Matt?
Greg, what's up?
John Saldi, what's going on?
Matt Crosby says there's 4,800,000 something cameras in New York. They just got to find the right one.
Oh, yeah. You ain't kidding. You can't fucking pick your nose anymore without somebody seeing it, And if you eat it, you're really fucked. But no, I'm just saying there's no way he was first of all, if he was a legit hitman, he would have waited. He would have followed him in a bathroom somewhere. He wouldn't have done it right out in the open on the street with cameras. Every street corner's cameraed, and he wouldn't have shot him in the leg. He missed. He aimed straight like this. He was aiming at his back and it fucking hit him in the leg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They actually said that. So the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield had sent a message, said something that they were stopped covering anesthesia with certain surgeries. So they think that's what might have set people off. I don't know.
How did some fucking guy know his itinerary, know where he was at all times? They had a street guy there saying he was waiting for him there. He was waiting. He stayed there overnight. He was there from like 10 o'clock the night before. You know what I'm saying? If you saw the interview, it was some street dude was saying, he's been standing on that. It's bullshit. The guy knew his itinerary. It's an inside job. Somebody else is involved. I'm telling you. It's either the wife, usually it's the wife, or he's tapping somebody else's wife who paid for that shit to be, I'm just telling you, you'll find out.
Something's going to happen crazy.
Somebody wrote on there on those bullets. He did that to throw the cops off. Even the cops said, that don't mean shit. It could be to throw them off. I don't believe that. Somebody knew where he was going to be, what his itinerary was. He flew in at the right time. And that person, no way would they a fucking hitman, legit hitman. No way. The mafia would have just drove up, jumped out of it, pop, 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 pop in the head, and that's it, and gone. He shot him. He was aiming at. You see the gun? He was aiming at the torso. He shot him in the leg.
Yep, you got it. William Allen, what's up? I'm with Greg on that. They were separated.
Who?
William Allen said that they were separated. I think it's talking about
Who was separated? The wife?
Maybe. John Saldi. How you feeling, Greg?
Hey, John, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Yeah, I'm good. You know, just a dog chasing his tail. Always...
How was your turkey day? They want to know. How was your turkey day?
Same as the past. How old am I? 64 of them.
Yep.
Now, you know, the good thing about the holidays for me is just, seeing my kids. Other than seeing my kids, I can give two shits about the holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a kid anymore. When you're a kid, you look forward to that shit. Your aunt, your grandmother, your mother, everybody cooking and everything. Eat good. Now it's like, forget about it.
Yep. Matt Crosby said this guy had intel inside for sure.
Oh, without a doubt, Matt. Without a doubt. There's no way. I'm telling you, usually you're going to find out the wife isn't on it or somebody close to him is in on it. I'm just telling you. There's no way that guy had his itinerary. Who the fuck knows his itinerary? He's going to be walking out, at that time in the morning. Who knew that? You know what I mean? Come on.
Exactly.
That's it.
John Mancini said, is PJ coming on tonight? No, PJ should be coming on next week. I got so many interviews I got lined. I got Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the wrestler. His son is coming on. I just did the one Big Homie that did really well for me. I got a lot of interviews and people that, but I just so much work in the scheduling. It's so tough,
Big Homie beat me, Big Momo.
Big Momo. William Allen, yes, wife and the victim.
It's always that way, bro. It's always that way. You can find out there's somebody either he's tapping some other guy's wife and they had him whacked, or his wife wanted that. I forgot. They said he was worth like $100 or something million. A lot of money.
A lot of money. Yep.
A lot of money he was worth. You know what I mean? And, that wasn't just because some guy was disgruntled. He cut off our benefits. Bullshit. How'd you know his itinerary? How'd you know he was going to fly in from Michigan, go to this specific spot at that time? How'd you know that?
Yep.
Bullshit. And you know what? They would have whacked him in Michigan. Don't give me that shit.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Don Mancini said the Hawk 2 girl heard is in trouble with her crypto. Don't know how true that is. Oh, I have no idea about the Hawk 2 girl.
I love her, man. I do. She's a good kid. I think she's a nice girl. She's cute. She's not 100% my type in the looks. I like her. She's skinny. That I like. I always like skinny girls. No fatties for me. But she, I'm glad she got her little fame there. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just like this trailer park bitch that fucking said some stupid shit on the internet. And why not? Why not let her make money on it? All these other bitches are standing there doing it OnlyFans, and you sickos who pay for them. If any of you guys pay for those girls, let us know here in the comments, because I want to ask you, Madon, bro, it's free. Porn is free. Go to Pornhub. You can see a million other girls. Why would you pay to see one chick? Unless you're that fucking obsessed with one girl, when Pornhub's got every fucking girl's getting dogs banging them, whatever it is that your fetish is, it's on Pornhub. Even Twitter's got a better sex than anything else. And you're gonna go and pay some chick on OnlyFans to watch her sit there, dance around. Oh, look, I got new panties. You know what I mean? You're gonna like, oh, hair pie. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. I want to figure out what are you thinking of? So is anybody out there, if any of you guys, well, I'm not going to blast you, but I really want to know what your motive is to spend Scott-O on some chick and on porn when porn is free. You understand what I'm saying? Well, porn's free. It's free. Why would you? I don't get the whole OnlyFans thing.
I don't know.
There's a chick, Joe, I just saw something Rain. Summer Rain or some fucking Rain, whatever her name is. Rain. Her name is Rain in one of either her first name or last name. But anyway. This fucking bitch, they had her on on Twitter. Some girl was interviewing her, and she saw the payment. She goes, "How much do you really make on OnlyFans?" Because she's supposed to be like the biggest thing on OnlyFans, right? First of all, this girl's average in looks. In a mug, she's average. She's average. She's okay. I can go to the mall here and see fucking teenage chicks that smoke her. Okay. Her body has got that big ass. I don't like you lost me right there. Sorry, guys. I don't like big asses. Okay. So I don't get it. But this bitch, they showed her, Joe, $40 million a month. Now, you may say, no way. They checked her. She showed them. Here's the phone. They took the phone. And they're going, get the fuck out of here. $40 million a month. Do you know what that is a year?
Yep. That's why nobody wants to work anymore.
Dude, of course. What chick was it? Emily Campagno was just talking about that. I told you, Charlie Gasparino, he puts her on the phone with me, and Emily. She's a really nice girl. Chuck's nuts, my boy Charlie. But anyway, she was saying that, you know, what girl wants to work? You're a young girl. You're 20 years old, man. If you have even average look to a pretty good body, go there, show the box, go on fucking OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Show your little goodies there, and you're gonna get schmucks like Hap High that are gonna pay for that shit. And then other guys bootleg. They see you on OnlyFans, they fucking snap that shit, and then they put it on like Hamster or Pornhub or one of those places.
Yeah. John Saldy said, "Big Homie is a dope stand-up dude." Yes, Big Homie he's a really great guy. He's a really nice guy. He talks exactly what's going down.
That's a big man too. 6'6".
He's 6'6", 400 pounds.
Dude, he could just like fall on you and you're fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where do I apply for work for a Big Homie? I don't know. I'll ask him. You know, he's always all over the place. Knight Rider said, "I'm a mob historian. The mob today don't do hits. They just shelve members. Also, the Gottis are banished from the mob after Junior cooperated." Knight Rider is actually speaking the truth. Actually, I have Anthony Arreloda coming on soon. He was a mobster for the Genovese crime family. And they don't do hits anymore. That's true. They don't do hits anymore because it's too much attention.
Yeah, that's why, guys, I've said this 1,000 times. I think I've said it even on my channel. When you see these guys on the internet that are tough guys, right? And they're talking shit, right? That's bullshit. None of those guys, anybody's like, "Oh, fucking kick your ass. I'm tough. I'm not from it." All that shit is, but right there, it's bullshit. Okay. All of it. Okay. All them guys are full of shit. No tough guy's going to do that shit. And if the mob does still do hits, you won't even know. Okay. John Gotti, they used to say, the other mafia bosses used to tell him, don't be out there you're in the media too much, bro. You know, the Dapper Dan with the suits on, you know, almost cocky like, and they used to say, don't do that shit. You know, meanwhile, Chiganti would be like hiding, walking. He wouldn't even go to the store without wearing a bathrobe because he wanted to play the role that he was nuts and shit, you know. You don't want high profile. No fucking tough guy is going to do that shit. I'm just telling you. So if any of you guys see these bodybuilders, these wannabe bodybuilder dudes that are out there, "I can kick your fucking ass, you fucking beta male." Right there. Okay, he's not tough.
Dave Colombo's Balloon Knot. "I get paid to pump out steamers on fans only."
What happened? Who said? What did he say?
Dave Colombo's Balloon Knot. Oh God! I get paid to pump out steamers on fans only. Biggest Momo says, "Every guy likes a big ass."
Not me.
Smalls.
Not me, bro. I like a small ass. You know what I'm saying? I like them little, like Ariana Grande. Even though she's a piece of shit, I like her.
It's like William Mountain said, "Greg's mother-in-law has OnlyFans."
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Let me tell you something. She could be in Gorillas in the Mist. You know what I mean? Like if they had like some OnlyFans for like primates and stuff, she might be she might be able to make Scott with that. But dude, you know what's funny? Actually, she may, because she's fat and shit, you know, like short and really fucking fat, you know, and hairy and everything. So, you know, there's guys out there that like that shit. You ever see these guys that fuck old ladies and stuff with saggy tits and they're old and they're like, "Oh shit, but I have a fetish. She's beautiful." I'm like, oh my God.
I tell you, there's someone out there for everyone.
Oh my God, bro. I still have teenage fantasies, if you know what I mean. What's John saying?
Anthony D, what's up? A real tough guy.
Anthony D, yes, a real tough guy. Anthony, you know the story, dude. Real mob hit guys would never say a word, and you'd never see them coming.
John Saldi, guys, remember real gangsters move in silence.
That's right, John. That's right. You're not gonna go online and say, "I'm gonna kick your fucking ass." God say to my face. You know, they didn't do that. They just sit there and they go, "Okay, okay." You know, great.
John Mancini. Bravo just made another video. Johnny Bravo, our boy Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, my boy Johnny. What did he make a video of?
Probably Wes Watson.
Did he?
Probably, yeah. He did a bunch of stuff in Wes Watson.
All those guys, sorry. Johnny's great. He exposes everybody. He finds out stuff, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you fucking picked your nose and ate it or did something fucked up, like even 30 years ago, John Bravo would be able to find out.
Yeah,
that's the man. John's the man, and he's very talented, bro. He's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, he's very good. Johnny Bravo is very good.
He's a good man. If you guys knew him, he's a good man. He's a good man. I like John.
He's pretty cool. We're supposed to hang out and go to your house with Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, he wants to come to my house. He's going to be like, I told him, you better bring a couple of cameras because you're going to be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. You know, Joe was in my bedroom a couple weeks ago.
Not that way, but
not in that way. Joe was not in the bedroom that way. I said I like little asses. No. But Jimmy, the boat was in the bedroom. Lee Priest
was
on my
in the
bed.
bedroom. Yeah, we all were in the bedroom.
Right, but Joe just was in it. Joe was like, Craig, what the fuck is all the fucking shit I got in there, right? All the skulls.
Yeah, you got all crazy fucking shit in there. John Mancini said, I feel bad for Dave's cat. Hope he finds it soon.
Dave's cat? Oh, he lost his cat?
Yeah, he lost his cat.
Dave's probably a fucking alligator, probably. One of his snakes. He's got these giant snakes. Bro, I bet if you've never, you got to go in Dave's. I go in Dave's room and, like, you know, where the snakes are and shit. Bro, that shit stinks. And he's in there with all these rodents. He actually has rodents. I don't know if he grows them too. Like, if he, you know, breeds them. He had them all in a box. And he fucking just throwing them into each fucking snake tank. And I'm like, bye. You know, because I don't like rodents. But holy shit, they stink. You open up that box, it's like,
yeah, they do.
The rats, they fucking stink.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yep. Small says whiskey can make a lot of women pretty.
Yeah, well, not to me. First of all, I don't drink. See, that's why when I used to cheat on a wife years ago, I don't believe in cheating, so I'm a reformed ex-cheater. You know what I'm saying? But when I used to cheat on a wife years ago, right, I could never blame it on like I was high or I was drunk. She knew I didn't drink, you know, so I had no excuse. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say, well, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. I have a problem. I was like, I'm fucked.
When we're attacked, he said, what's up, Greg? Oh, what has changed since the last I saw you guys? Joe gained another 5 pounds of muscle and Greg gained another old school sweater change.
Never. Love same sweater. You guys, I know you guys love this sweater. It's like a 1970 sweater. Some like old lady knitted it. And shit, you know what I mean?
Bill Mann said a Haitian ate Dave's cat.
A Haitian. Yeah, right. You're right, Bill. I actually think one of his snakes might have got it because he's got these fucking giant snap. I'm telling you, he's crazy with that shit. He breeds them things. These giant pythons. They'll eat that fucking cat, bro. They're big. They're big enough. They can swallow like a pretty big animal. And that cat's nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in like breeding snakes. Apparently,
I mean,
I heard.
I guess I don't know, man. You know, they're schivats animals to me. You know, my girlfriend likes like spiders and shit. She like, I want to get a tarantula. I'm like, oh hell no, you're not getting no fucking tarantula. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking. You get a fucking.
You got two turtles.
I got turtles. I'll feed the tarantula I'll throw the tarantula right in that turtle tank, and they'll be like dun 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 dun. They'll rip that fucking thing apart. You have no idea.
You only had what? Did you have just turtles, or do you have all the animals?
No, I had geckos. You know, I had a gecko. Dave gave it to me. It might have been a girl, but I called it Dave. It died though. You know, it was all got old age and shit. I had I had lobsters and fucking crabs and what else? Fish, frogs. You know, I had the white frogs, the albino frog. You know, after years they die, and whatever dies goes in the turtle tank. Bye bye. You never see it again. The turtles in there, those fucking things will eat anything. You know what I'm saying? They'll live to be 100. They'll outlive me. And we got them. They were this big. They were tiny.
Wow. Anthony D said a woman will never pay for OnlyFans, but men will always give them money. That's true.
You're damn right. You're damn right. Men are sick. What you fucking guys? Is there anybody on here? You come on, guys. Be honest. I'm not gonna rip you apart. Do any of you guys pay for OnlyFans? Come on, tell me. I want to know because I can't understand the mindset. What's the mindset between paying for porn when it's fucking free? I don't get it. It's all over the place. And plus, you get one girl. Remember when you were a kid, you got a Playboy magazine after you fucking, you know, fucking, after you fucking jerk off to a few times, you're like, okay. You know what I mean? I need the next issue now. I'm bored with that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Dan, what's up, Dan? Hey, Joe.
Hey, Dan, what's going on?
Late tonight. Hope I didn't miss too much. What's going on, Dan?
No, you didn't miss much at all. We're full of shit.
Yeah. Smalls, I'm 5'9", 245 pounds. Bring a garden snake by me, I'm fucking gone. Nasty things.
Yeah, man, they're bad. First of all, you get bit by some of that shit. A little snake could bite you. You ever see a coral snake? They're fucking like, they're tiny. And you know what? They're one of the most venomous snakes. They'll kill you. They bite your finger and you're like, the little motherfucker. And then fucking an hour later, you're sweating and fucking your heart's stopping and you're, you know, like that. Yeah, they're bad.
Will Debley says, move to Florida. Those things are all over the place.
What's going on, Will? Yeah, Will. No, I mean, I don't do good with snakes. I don't like all that shit. Snakes and rodents and fucking, I hate all those things. You know, I've never been, I've never been to Florida in my life. But I don't like never? A lot of big bugs and shit. You know what I mean?
You've never been to Florida?
Nope, never been to Florida. Nope,
wow.
Never. Isn't that crazy? I've never been to Florida. You know, I mean, like that's like going to like like the Amazon. You know, they got bugs there. You know, I told you that guy fucking was, you know, on a Joe Rogan show was saying that if you take a shit, you can get a bug fly up your ass. You know, the minute you pull your pants down, it smells your ass. If you throw a fart, he says it actually attracts these giant dog beetles. He said one dog beetle hit his friend in the mouth, and it hit him so hard in the mouth that you know, not his mouth, eye. Hit his friend in the eye. He had a black eye after it. They're huge. He said they're like golf balls, and they smell. If you fart and shit, they actually smell it. They think, oh, dinner. It's like somebody ringing a dinner bell. Ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean?
Dan said I wouldn't give any of those skanks a nickel.
I don't know how anybody does it.
Bill, man, I don't even pay for a broad's dinner.
Well, that Bill, I don't know. He might not do 2 chicks today. Forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. Today, when we're talking, why pay when it's free? Exactly. I've never paid a red cent in my life when we had the internet hit.
I don't get it, but there's a lot of guys who do, man. A lot of guys who pay for that. Fuck, it's free. Porn's free.
Yeah,
I'm down. Yeah, well, one day I'm definitely gonna come down there because you know Dave's
down there.
nuts to get, yeah, he's always busting my nuts. Come down, you know.
Mr. G's down there too.
Yeah, Mr. G's down there. You know, I got a lot of friends down there, but I don't know. I just haven't made my way down there.
Yeah. John Mantini, how's New Jersey, Joe? Connecticut has a lot of snow. It was a little bit snowed flurries today. I don't know if you saw that, Greg, by you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. It was snowing all night.
Yeah, we had some flurries and stuff around here.
I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, I do too.
Smalls, 3 inches of snow here. Keep snakes away.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't like snow and I don't like cold. Okay, and I don't like fat asses. But what kills me the most is getting dark at 4:30. Get rid of that stupid daylight savings time or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I hate that.
Get rid of that shit, man. What the fuck? You know what I mean? You know, it's 4:30 and I feel like I'm in Alaska and shit. You know what I mean? You know, with not the midnight sun, was, you know, it goes. My son was in Alaska. It was in Fort Wainwright, you know, in Fairbanks, and he said that when you get like 6 months of sun and 6 months of, you know, 6 months of like blackness, you know, and 12 in the afternoon, it's already dark, and then it goes the opposite way. 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, it's light out. It's like really fucking odd.
Wow. TC said, Greg, I know how to fight and don't mind calling out people if they get out of hand. Jason Blaha is a great example of a lot of people called.
Well, TC, it's a different story saying I don't mind calling somebody out, whatever. But when you start that internet tough guy stuff, it's not tough. I mean, I'm sorry. Real tough guys aren't going to do that shit. It's different. If you're somewhere and, you know, you're arguing with somebody does something that, you know, you feel like you might have to put your hands up, that's a different story. You know, but you got to watch what you do too, because you threaten people or you do shit and, you know, you hit the wrong guy, you're either, you know, going to go to jail or you could get yourself knocked out. Don't think that anybody can get knocked out. If you're not expecting it, you know what I mean? You have no clue. But I'm not talking about that, TC. I'm talking about guys who get on the internet and start that belittling everybody. I'm tough. Don't fuck with me. I was in jail. Who cares if you were in jail? What does that mean?
Wes Watson.
What does that mean, though? I'm not singling out any particular guy because there's a few of them. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean anything. What is that about? I was in jail. What does that mean? Is that a badge of honor? Like, oh, I was in jail. What does that mean? Oh, so you can fight. There's a lot of guys in jail who can't fight. But you know what? They'd rip your eyeball out with a plastic fork. They would do lunacy. People are crazy. It's way worse. You could be tough with this. And that means you get around a crazy guy and you're in really serious trouble because they know, okay, I'm not going to fucking punch him. I'm just going to rip his fucking eyes out and I'll take a shank and keep shamming him right in the fucking neck. When I was locked up, there was a guy who did that. You know what I mean? He was a little kid. He was small. I told you about that guy.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, he was a little Spanish kid. He was doing that reggaeton shit and everybody was like, and he'd be sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And everybody's like, don't say anything to him. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he was known. He would wait. He's not going to stand right nose to nose with you. As soon as you turn your back and go take a shit, you're in trouble.
Wow. Flow State. He says, what's up, guys? What's up, Flow State?
Hey, Flow State. What's going
on? TC said him out and actually confronted him. Wow. TC. I guess him and Jason Blaha must have had a problem.
Oh, okay. I don't really know Jason Blood. Is he a tough guy or what's the story?
I've seen him. I know he had a problem with Jerry Ward going back some years.
I thought they were friends, him and Jerry, for a while. I know that Jerry had a trouble with him.
But I don't know, him and Jerry Ward had some issues.
You know, Jerry and I are good friends. Yeah, we still talk to his wife and everything. Lucia still talks to Erin. You know, Jerry was my boy. We used to go out to dinner and shit when he'd be in New York.
Yeah, it was very shamey. I mean, his death was the one that really shocked me the most.
Yeah, me too.
Because he was very.
He was smart.
His wife was a nurse.
Yeah, she's a heart. She works with a heart surgeon. She's in there when they're actually putting new hearts in bodies.
Yeah, so
they hear that he died of that. You know what I mean?
He was a smart man with that stuff, everything. And so that's why I was his actually threw me off. I couldn't believe that.
Me too. To be honest with you, I was shocked.
Like you saw Boston Lloyd's coming. You know, you knew Rich Piano was coming, but Jerry Ward, I did not see that coming.
No, Jerry, I was shocked too. I was totally shocked because he was very smart, and you know, he knew he had those heart problems there. Not talking about prior heart, but he had that. You know, he was basically having a heart attack, and he thought it was a muscle. You know, and he had girls massaging it and shit like that. Instead of saying, you know, I should really go to the friggin' emergency room.
Yeah. Flow State, English bloke here, checking in from the Philippines. Wow.
English bloke in the Philippines.
Wow.
You're getting them hot little Filipino girls. I don't mind that when they get them little asses, bro.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys on in a quick story, and I let Greg. I told you about this true story that happened to me a couple days ago. I was picking up a coworker and stuff, and he was in a hotel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he checked in at the hotel. And I was picking him up, and he was only 5 minutes away from the office, or whatever. So I went to go pick him up, and he's an Indian, so obviously he's an Indian, whatever. So I went to go pick him up. He told me to text him when he gets there. I text him. He comes running out of the hotel, jumps in my car, take him to the office. We talk and everything. When we get back to the office, he says, "Hey, oh my God!" He goes, "Joe, I forgot a box in the hotel lobby." I said, "Oh shit." We drove back. Went back to the lobby, dropped him. As soon as I started pulling into the hotel, 4 cop cars were there. I said, "Wow, man, what the hell's going on here?" And I said to him, I said, "Hey, you picked a hell of a hotel, right?" He goes, and I see the lady at the desk pointing at my car. I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" I said, "She pointing at us?" And he's like, "I think so." I said, "Well, go get your box." As soon as he gets out of the car, the cops kind of swarm him, tell me to get out of the car. And I'm like, "Oh, shit." I get out of the car. They're like, you know, they actually thought he dropped the box in and ran out of the hotel, like see something, say something, and left the bomb, you know, a bomb there, whatever it is. So obviously the cops came. The cops were very cool about everything, though. They were really cool. They were like, "Hey, you know, we just have to come and check these things out. We live in a world where see something, say something." The girl was a young girl at the desk. She didn't see him check in because they switched shifts, so I didn't see him check in. Just saw him come in, drop a box, and run out. I get it. She was a young girl. She's very scared, but they all apologized. It could have got crazy, but it didn't. Thank God.
I would want to check out her box. No, just kidding. No, you know what it is? Like, you know, when you're at the airport, don't leave your bag somewhere.
That's
exactly
right.
One of those deals. Like, you know, he left his bag there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
that's exactly
that's
right.
what it is.
People do that on the trains in New York, and people get crazy.
Yeah, man.
Trains, you've seen that. So,
oh yeah, see that.
You know, shit like that happens. So, you know, quick story. You know, lesson learned. Natalia, how you doing?
Hey, Natalia, how you doing?
Yeah, we're seeing how she's doing. Dan Sanchez says, "John, my kids are driving me crazy in a good way."
Well, what are they doing?
Simply Deep. Joe Zapata, how's your night going, gentlemen? Pretty good.
Very
Thank
good.
you, Deep, 1985. And Greg, what's going on? Miss you, Zach.
Hey, what's going on, Zach? How you doing?
Yeah,
you know, things good here.
Will W says he worked in the prison. It's quite crazy. Ones that you got to watch. Now, you've been crazy.
That's it. There's people in jail who have they have no emotional attachment to human beings. No, they would take an infant and go, "Oh, watch this," and snap an infant's neck and go, "Ha, I just killed." They don't care. They have no attachment. They'll take a dog, poke its eyes out, snap its legs, and watch it trying to fight, and they don't care. They don't give a fuck. They have no heart. There's no human attachment, so they don't give a shit. Those are the kind of people you got to watch, because they're not going to stand there and like, "Oh, come on, motherfucker," you know, throw and punch it. They're not going to do that shit. They're going to sit there and smile at you, and the minute your back is turned, a fork is in your eye, or you got a fucking plastic shank in your neck, and they're going to do it 30 times in your fucking neck. As you bleed out, you're going to be looking at him, and it could be small and tiny, like this fucking guy that I was locked up with, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Michelle Norse, that's George's wife. Big homie, she says. Michelle.
Oh shit, Michelle, what's going on? How you doing?
Yep. Yes. What'd she say? What is Simply Deep 1985 says, Joe Zapata question. How would you handle the type of embarrassing moment that get you heckled by your peers? Well, that's a good question.
What do you mean heckled by your peers? Like, what do you mean? Like your friends? Or what are you saying? Like, how are they heckling you? You're talking about like, do you know what he means by that?
No, I don't. What do you mean by getting heckled by your peers?
Like, what do you mean heckled by his peers? Like somebody coming in here saying, "Oh, Joe, you're bald head" or whatever. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Just curious. Simply Deep.
Simply
Just
Deep.
curious what you mean.
Heckled by your peers. I don't know. That doesn't. I don't know.
Do you mean his friends, his peers, meaning like
friends? Yeah, exactly.
People online here, guys who was, or somebody he works with, or what do you mean?
He says, here's an example scenario. Somebody walks in on you and your lady at the wrong time and at the secluded area. I don't know. Simply Deep.
I don't think he would be in a secluded. They'd have to walk in his bedroom or her bedroom or whatever.
Hi, guys. That was from George, LOL.
What was from George?
I don't know. Maybe George is the Simply Deep.
Oh, is that George doing? That's George.
That's George. I guess that's George. I don't know. I guess that's George being funny. I don't know.
Oh shit, that's funny.
TC says, Greg, I miss Shapely. When I pass by there, it's actually sad. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, me too. I miss. I can't believe Bob's gone. I mean, that's crazy. I was with him all the time. We were like brothers. We were inseparable. He was, I know he drove some people crazy at the gym. I get it. That's just Bob, though. You know what I mean? But he also was a very good guy. He was a brother to me. That one really. I talked to him. The night before he did what he did, and he told me he was going to do it. And I tried to stop. I couldn't be there to stop him. I mean, he was a state. He's in Florida. I'm in New York. But I called his girlfriend and she couldn't stop. He just did it. He said, "There's no stopping me." Told me, "I love you, bro." He goes, "I'm always going to love you. Just know that there's nothing you could do or anybody can do. I'm doing this, and it's happening." And I was like, "Bye," and he's like, "Bye," blah, blah, personal stuff he was saying to me, and then he did it. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Have you been back? You haven't been back since he's.
No, I've been invited back for a lot of things.
I know they've actually.
Even
the owner reached out to me to get you there.
Right. The owner's been reaching out to me. He seems like a really nice guy, the guy Paul. But there's a few things that we would have to talk about, for me to be back there. You know what I mean? I'd have to. I told him I would call him one day because he gave me his phone number. He said, "Please call me." And I got to call him, but I haven't gotten around to it. But there's things there's things that he would have to explain why there's certain things went down the way they did, before I can go back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's reached out to me because I've gone to the gym a couple times afterwards, and he's actually talked to me to actually see if I can get you there. And I said, "You got to talk to Greg.
I put the equipment
I'm not involved. That's between you and Greg."
I was there. Me, Carlo Filippone, and a bunch of guys put all that equipment in there with Bob. Do you know what the hardest thing was to move? Because Bob had the strongest shape was originally kind of down the street by the train tracks originally, and we had to move all that shit. And dude, you know what the hardest thing was? Fucking those rubber mats. Do you know what it's like lifting up there? First of all, they're really heavy. Second of all, they're floppy. They move. It's very hard to lift. I'd rather lift up a fucking 2-ton piece of equipment that you could put on rollers and move. Those rubber mats were brutal. They were a pain in the ass to get those things. And in the other gym, he had them upstairs. I don't know if you were ever in the other stronger shape, but there was actually an elevator like a freight elevator. We would throw them on there. Fuck, man, that was a bitch moving that shit. The rubber mats, they were the worst. And that gym's huge. You know what I mean? So you know how many rubber mats we had? Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys had a lot, right?
Yeah, we moved all that stuff. Me, Carlo Filippone was with me. Bob's stepson. It's a lot of. We were doing all the work. If you talk to Carlo Filippone, he'll tell you that was fucking brutal.
Really?
It was a long time ago. Yeah, it was like 1990. He moved to that location, but before that, he was down the street. There was near the train station. I was going to the gym since like 1984, 85, and then it was good because we were friends. We met because we both. I started promoting shows for the NPC when it first came around. I used to compete in the AAU, but there was no NPC. First year of the NPC was the year Lee Haney won the Nationals that year, which was 84.
Yeah.
You know? So but it was just a strange thing, you know. But that moving those fucking rubber mats, Joe, my God, they're floppy, and they're heavy too.
Yeah.
They don't move right. Oof.
Yeah. You still probably have some equipment that you at the Strong and Shaper that's probably yours, or you.
Oh yeah, a lot of equipment was from my gym when I closed.
Yeah.
Well, when I closed one gym, I had 3 gyms in my day. I sold one, I closed the other, and we sold the last one, Powerhouse. We had no choice. That place was a moneymaker. The problem is, I had gotten locked up. My partner, I had 2 partners in it. My boy Paulie and another guy named Russ. And one guy wasn't, Russ wasn't paying the taxes and shit. We got had all kinds of trouble, payroll taxes and stuff. So we got, I couldn't handle it because I was too busy. I was, busy with my criminal fucking court shit, So
Wow.
I had to sell it. So, but the one gym that I closed, the Peekskill one where Lee Haney trained, Lee Real, Broader, Ron Love, Jackie Pace, Laura Cravell, Vince Taylor, Tanya Knight, fucking John Defendi. I mean, I had so many people trained there. And I had a fucking, I sold the equipment. I gave a lot to Bob, a lot of his stuff. The one that, if any of you guys from Strong and Shapely, my old partner is the one who made it. Had like 2 wheels like this, and you stand there and do the side laterals on that shit.
Oh, that's a good machine. That's a good
yeah,
machine.
that's a homemade machine. That's my partner made that. Yeah, he
Wow.
welded it. Yeah, he's a welder.
Paulie made that?
No, my part. 2 gyms I owned with another guy, just me and another guy. And this one, then finally Powerhouse I owned with Paulie. My for Paul, not the Paul, not you guys if you're watching, not the Paul that owns Strong and Shapely, not that guy. My friend Paulie Verdiglione from Florida.
Gotcha. Black Day says, click your hero 3 times and say, I wish I was in Kansas.
Okay, Dorothy.
Natalia says, is it cold in Kansas? Yes, it probably is. Very cold.
Where's Kansas come from? Because that guy just said about Kansas?
Yes, I think so.
I don't know what yeah. Listen, we're from New York, and I'm from New York. Joe's from Jersey. Same thing, really.
Yeah, we're saying
it's all the tri-state area, even lower Connecticut. It's all the same. It's called the tri-state area. Anyway, dude, we're like, states like Kansas, like we don't even like, we don't think like that's like I picture like corn stalks and shit. You know what I mean, right? We don't think of like you sit there and think, gee, I wonder what the weather's like in Kansas. We're like, if it's not New York, New Jersey, maybe Florida. So like, we don't even like those states. We don't even, think about those things,
Wow, that's crazy.
I sound like an idiot saying that shit, but whatever.
Let's see what else we got going on here. Natalia says, Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm here granting Christmas to everybody.
Thank you, Natalia. I haven't had a Christmas present since I was 3. You know what I mean? Santa didn't like me. I used to get a potato. That was my Christmas. a rotten potato.
Yeah, Natalia says that would be something to see Greg in a wig.
Oh well, I would look really sexy.
Yeah, you have that one picture of you with that big curly hair.
Well, that's my hair. That was 1970s. You know what I mean? I used to have curly hair. So in the 1970s, I had curly hair. When I would go for a bodybuilding show, I would slick it. So when you see me, like when I was like a lot of the pictures, I would slick it. I actually had a tiny little ponytail in the back because I had long hair, But and I was back then. Now I ain't got no hair. I got stubbles, but I don't have, I can't grow long. And when your hair gets thin, curly hair looks really terrible. Looks like it's like if you see some dude that's like still trying to grow that shit out, and it's like see through. You know what I mean? It looks terrible. I didn't have straight hair. I have curly hair.
You had always had curly hair. You never.
Yeah. I always had curly hair. When I was real young, I guess it was wavy. As you get older, it was very curly though. I had like a fro. You know what I mean?
When did you start shaving your hair? I mean, or whatever, if it was you losing it, because you don't look like you really bald.
Yeah, I'm not really. I could grow, but it would be not good looking. It would be dirty. It'd be all see through and shit. So it wouldn't look good. You know what I mean? Because then it looks like cotton sticking up. You know what I mean? And then it looks really nasty. I could slick it. But then, after the gel wears off, it starts popping up and then it looks all lumpy and shit, It's almost patchy up there now. I started shaving my head like at the late 90s. Because when I first started doing steroids, I still had hair on my head, And then I started in like I I was 35, so I was like 95. I started, you know, and then you know I had to shave the F. Eventually, you know, the babanya really hit me, so the you know the bald started going in, and first I shaved the sides, and I had it like almost like mohawky, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It looks terrible, you know. So then I just was like zip, you know.
Bill Mann says, Greg, does the rug match the curtains?
Does the rug match the Oh, you mean in the box?
I guess so.
I like, dude. I'm 70s, dude. I like a hairy. There he is. There's my
is.
boy.
There's Lee. There's Lee. But a wig. Buy a wig.
Well,
Get a wig.
Lee's got some crop of hair on him. He's still got good hair. Lee's got some good hair.
He does. Lee's got some great hair still.
Yeah, me and Jimmy, our hair's gone. Jimmy used to have the horseshoe. You know what I mean? Now forget about it. We're all bald, right? But Lee's still got some hair up there. You know, it's a genetic thing. If you're gonna lose, meanwhile, my father didn't even have a bald spot. He had a little bit of power alleys, you know, the guinea fucking, you know, like that. But he had, you know, my father had full, thick head of hair. You know what I mean? He had, you know, the guinea fucking slick back pompadour shit. You know what I mean? Like he had that look. You know.
Mm-hmm. Joe Zapata. What I meant by that, Sarah, is you and your lady were doing, I think it was something listen, and they're in the house, and somebody saw it in the act. I don't know. And if it went
is that your brother saying? Is that your brother?
I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, well, your sister-in-law said that was him, right?
I don't know. You guys look better bald anyway. Well, thank you, Sleep.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Ugly. I'm ugly whether I'm bald or not.
Lee, come on live. Where's Lee? I don't know where Lee went.
Where did he go? Everybody's asking me, is Lee and Jimmy mad at Dave? I'm like, no. I know Lee's been sick for a little bit.
Yeah, Lee's sick. He has his daughter coming up with him.
Yeah.
They're all
Jimmy,
fine.
I think, is going to be on next week.
Jimmy's going to be on next week? I think he said he was going to be on next week. Yeah.
I talked to him the other day while we were doing a show. I was on, if you saw, I left the fucking thing. I was talking to him on the phone. He was in backstage, and Dave called him to get him backstage. And he was sitting there waiting, and he never got Dave on.
Anthony D. Back in the Roman, when he was on the Muscle Chef on MD, he had a nice head of hair.
Romano, yeah, John Romano used to have thick curly hair. Yeah, he was. He used to be the muscle chef on. John is a good cook. Hey, who just asked?
Your Google Home isn't set up yet.
What
the
hell?
The mic's off.
What is that?
It's Google Home. My Google Home went off.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Your Google Home. Wait, somebody just asked a question or something before that. What was before Anthony? Yeah, Romano. Yeah, we knew who you meant. He used to have that curly hair. He was like the muscle chef.
I don't know.
On that show. Yeah, John, he had curly hair.
I don't know. Someone wrote something.
Somebody asked me something just before that.
Yeah, what did he say? I don't know. Greg, you are far from ugly. Stop with this, humble.
Oh, thank you, Whitmore, but trust me. Lucia, am I fucking ugly or what?
Hold on, I'll get Lee. Hold on. Lee, I'll send you the link. Hold on, Lee.
Lee! I love Lee. Lee's my boy.
Yeah, I'll get Lee on. Hold on 1 second.
Somebody asked me something. I don't know what the hell they asked me.
Yeah, you keep talking. I'll send him the link.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the whole bald thing is when you start doing the babanya and shit. If you're, you know, William Allen asked me, how's Big Rob? Big Rob is doing good. I love Big Rob. You know what I mean? I didn't like the way he was treated at our when we did that show, but I'm not going to get into that. But I'm still friends with Big Rob. You know, Lucia talks to him a lot. You know, because Lucia is into that Lebanese culture, that belly dance and shit and all that. And Lucia can actually speak some of that stuff, you know. But you know that language. But
hold on 1 second. Okay, Lee, I sent you the link. Just jump on if you want.
Big Rob's a good guy. He's actually a very good guy. You know, he's funny. I don't understand how these guys do those prank videos. I could never do that. I'd laugh. I would get silly, saying, you know, like, you know, when you do stuff, you walk in a store, excuse me, miss. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and then he's got that kid with him. And he's like, "This is my son," and the kid does stupid shit, maybe smack him in the face. Oh, I can't believe you did that. I'm your father. I could never do that. I'd be getting silly. You know what I mean? So Big Robson, where is he? There he is. There he is.
Hey.
Look at you. Look, he's lounging outside. Nice weather. Warm.
I'm watching the wife work by the pond over there, see? Wave.
What? Is she still working on that pond?
Wow.
Hey.
Rachel.
Hi, Mrs. Lee. Hey, Rachel, what's going on?
There's the dog. Say hi, dog.
Hey, dog. It's summer over there, right, Lee? Isn't it summer?
Yeah. They said, look at the sky. It's blue sky. It's 33 degrees Celsius, and my wife just got a notification on her phone. Thunderstorm in 2 minutes. Where the fuck's the thunderstorm?
What is that Fahrenheit? 33 Celsius. What is that? In our.
I think it's like 74 or something, 75.
It's warm over there. I think.
Right? 70s.
I think it's more than that, isn't it? Isn't it more?
Yeah,
than
it might be, but I know it's warm.
Yeah, because isn't December like your summer's like in December?
Summer, yeah. We don't have a white Christmas unless you're blowing in the missus' face. It's never.
Hey, wait, Lee.
Don't look at me like that. My wife just gave me a dirty look.
She's going to throw one of them rocks from the pond at you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now, Lee, is it? Let me ask you a question. In when it's July and stuff, what's the weather like over there? Is it cool or cold? Or?
We'd be going into spring then, aren't we? We're the opposite of you, so we'd be going into winter, I guess. We're the total opposite.
But you don't get like snow.
When you have summer, we have winter.
Mm. Well, what's your cold like? What's the coldest it gets over there? It don't snow.
We get. Look, you need to Google Australia. We have some of the biggest. we have some of the biggest skiing fields outside of the Swiss Alps in Australia. We have lots of snow. Not where
serious?
About an hour from me on the mountains, we get snow. But if I drive 5 hours south, we have big snow fields down there.
Get that? Really? I thought you guys were like a nice island and shit, all palm trees. No.
Oh, we're not fucking in Hawaii, mate. There's 2 palm trees behind me. Look, see the palm trees behind me there.
I know. You don't get no snow there though, where you are, right?
No, but it gets cold. We get cold here.
It does get cold, like freezing cold.
Yeah.
Is your daughter still up? Is she visiting? Is your daughter still
visiting? Back in Sydney.
Oh, she's back in Sydney? Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I remember they used to always show pictures in the newspaper. Like in December, they show girls on the beach.
Who's got
in
a
Sydney.
computer? Joe, Google Australia snowfields and just show Greg how much fucking snow we get.
I gotta Google that and show it to you, Greg.
But wait, you guys, like Sydney never gets snow, right? Isn't that really hot over there or no?
No, not Sydney doesn't get snow, but probably the Blue Mountains and Katoomba and all that. That's probably an hour, not even an hour south of Sydney. They get snow.
Well, what about where the Aborigines are? Aren't they? Don't they still?
Oh, fuck them. Who cares?
You know what's funny?
Go dig a fucking hole and live in a hut.
Did you ever see that Bob Bonham had a party once, and it was like the after party for the woman's extravaganza? Sonny Schmidt was there, and Sonny was a good guy, and he fucking walked, and he saw the food table was on the other side, but there was a swimming pool, and he walked and fell right in the fucking pool. He didn't see it. I'm like, dude, you didn't see there was a pool there? What'd you think you're walking on, like a glass floor? You know, but he fell right in the pool. I'm thinking Aborigine because Sonny was kind of Aborigine, right?
No, he was I think he was Samoan.
Oh, was he? Okay, so I'm wrong. I'm never right.
What are you saying? All black people look alike, Greg?
Shit.
How's that Hummer? How's your car going? Your truck, your Hummer?
Good. There's a big car show on tomorrow I'll be going to. So.
Oh,
wow.
Looks nice. Truck looks nice, though.
Are you rebuilding it or something, or what are you doing with that?
I've done a bit to it since I got it because it's pretty basic. It was pretty like I said, when I got it, it's pretty basic from Desert Storm. Had all the dirt and sand still in it, grenade pins under the floorboards.
Holy shit. Wait a minute, I thought you were doing a Camaro. What happened to the Camaro?
I sold it.
Oh, you sold the Camaro?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Keep up, Greg. I sell my cars like you sell lawn statues.
Dude, if you want,
What's that?
I'll give you one of my cars.
Oh, my wife just said you sell cars like you go through wives. That's right. You're number 5, so think yourself lucky. You've lasted 6 years. The longest I've lasted is 5 years.
See that?
Wow.
Well, she said her longest relationship's been 7, so I've still got a year to go.
You got a year to go.
Mm-hmm. Where are the dogs?
One's right here.
Oh, there he is.
That's the girl. I don't know where
the girl?
boy.
Where's the boy?
Where? Hold on. He's right behind me. Hold on.
Was Bjorn?
There
there. Oh, beautiful.
Maybe that girl identifies as a male dog. Did you ever think of that?
Maybe.
Maybe that male dog thinks he's the female dog. That's why,
I
he's
can't.
like.
Yeah, that's right. I shouldn't just
I think
assume.
you're
Yeah.
assuming.
You're assuming.
You're mansplaining.
But why is it though? When you think about it, though, my boy dog eventually has got to get his balls cut off. But guess what? He's still a boy dog.
That's true.
Why is it? Why is it if a human gets their balls and that cut off, all of a sudden they're a fucking woman? I don't get it.
See, you just said that, and that dog just took off. He ran away now. See, he's no longer back there. He said, "You're cutting my what off?" He said, "You get your balls cut off first."
Because I don't want to be trained. Hey, we're bodybuilders. We don't need to. We barely got them anyway.
Give them some tests. They'll shrink the nuts, and then they won't be able to do shit.
It's like your fucking grandmother's purse. It's just saggy and nothing in it.
Yeah, right, an empty sack. Ew.
Where are all the cats? The cats are in the house?
Yeah, they're inside with the air conditioner on.
I think, Lee, what do you think? I think, because Dave said he's missing his cat. I think one of them fucking snakes ate it.
Oh, the big white fluffy cat's gone.
Jedi.
He's got that big fucking boa constrictors over there. You ever see the snakes he's got?
Hey, who knows? The way things are going. I don't want to say, but
Oh, yeah, I know.
Maybe someone took the cat and sold it or got rid of it. But,
you love the cat. Oh, you really love that cat?
Just the spite.
Mm-hmm.
That's your cat. You love that cat? Okay.
Yeah, a woman scorned, as they say.
That's right. That woman scorned.
Mm-hmm. Jedi.
You ain't getting any pussy.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. He might have.
I saw people are asking where's Jimmy and Lee and where's
I was asking where's Jimmy and Lee.
We don't get asked to go on the show anymore. So if you want to see Lee, I'm on Serious and Silliness with John, and then I go on the Epi. What's the other one I go on? Epizone.
Lee, say hello to Brian. Brian Pablo's on. He's
Brian from Australia.
Yes, Brian from Australia is on.
Brian Pablo, is he like the only fucking Mexican in Australia or what?
See that, Brian? I know Brian said he's not Mexican. I think he's actually.
Why did he get a name like Pablo?
Pablo, yeah,
he's Spanish.
But
He's Australian.
Does he have drums of money buried in the backyard?
No, Brian's a good guy. He's waiting for you to meet up with him. We got
over there in Australia somewhere.
Yeah, he's
do a meet and greet. He's over there.
He's a huge Lee fan.
Yeah,
was he in Sydney, Melbourne, or Queensland? Sydney, wasn't he?
I think he's in. Brian, are you in Sydney or I forgot? Or are you in Melbourne? I think you're in Sydney. Remember one time you were going to meet up with him? You had a gig to go to, and then the gig got canceled. The gig got canceled.
Yeah, it was a bar or something going. Yeah, but Jimmy's going on next week, by the way. I think on RX. He said.
Is he? Yeah. I think
Jimmy
just doesn't go on because Dave changed the time. Jimmy's always in the truck, and the truck he's in, the boss has cameras and shit, so he can't go on.
I don't know what the fuck, Dave. Why did he change that time to 12? I mean, it's like a odd time. It's like that's like early.
Maybe Armin and Armand have nap time at a certain time. They got to.
No, Jimmy was on there the other day, and he was sitting backstage, right? And
he did. He told me that. Then Dave's like, he wasn't backstage. He was there for 10 seconds. No, Jimmy
I had a big argument with him.
He was waiting for a long time backstage.
Yeah, I had a big argument with him. I told him he's backstage. He's like, no, he's not. And I said, yes, he is. I was on the phone.
Like the time Dave said, I didn't mute him.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see in the backstage, you can see it. So I don't know why he
said he didn't see it. He said, now Jimmy's like, I'm going to go on next week, and you better put me on. So he's going to be on there.
Maybe Dave needs his eyes checked. Which, speaking of, I just went and got my eye checked after the operation. They said it's going good. I go back in 4 weeks to see if they need to add more to it. But now, Hunter Laser Vision, let me give them a shout out. If you're in Australia, go to Hunter Laser Vision. Great doctors, great staff, because they've said if I post on that, they'll give me my consultations and eye surgeries for free now.
Wow,
that's pretty cool.
Shit. What did you have done again? Did you have a corneal transplant or something like that?
Yeah, corneal transplant. Then they put like a hard lens in there.
That's what I had done. I had all that, but my eye's paralyzed. Yeah. Shit.
Did it hurt the surgery? Did you feel anything or no?
No, because they knock you out. That put you in that twilighty zone type thing. But after like a couple of days later, it just feels like you got something in there, and your eye keeps watering and shit. But
I was awake, and that shit that afterwards it burnt your eyes, like feels like it's on
Okay.
fire. You know what the worst part is? When you take the eye patch off, your
Yeah.
eye's so weak. You're trying to like just to look forward. You can't. It's almost like you can't get your eye. You almost have to cover the good eye and force that eye to like get its muscle tone back. It was weird.
Wow, I
Where
can't
you
do that.
going? Ah, cleaning out some debris out the pond.
Rachel's cleaning out the debris, huh?
Brian
Why
wants to know how you've
drink-
been, Lee.
Drinking
Brian's
tequila.
asking how you doing.
I'm going good so far. Well, my lower back's still fucked. The last 2 months I've had a bloody pinched nerve somewhere. It just keeps changing side to side and fucking side where it goes down your glute and down your leg.
You and I both had that at the same time. Remember when we were together? I was telling you,
Yeah.
dude, my fucking sciatica. And you're like, me too. It goes right down your ass cheek, into your hamstring, sometimes into the back of your knee. Sometimes it actually travels in the front of your knee. I've actually felt it all the way into the ankle.
Well, I had it down to my foot for a while. Half my foot was numb for a long time, but the morning's the worst. Getting out of bed, I'm like, all the sound effects I make. Trying to get out of bed.
You stretch it. You do the stretch thing that, I do the stretching and shit. Sometimes it helps.
Actually, Rachel sent me some more like sciatic stretches today and that. But the thing is, to get in those positions to stretch, it's fucking murder. Like, get on the floor. I'm like, if I get on the floor, I'm not fucking getting up.
Me too. I do it on the bed, but I pull it. You got to pull the leg to the opposite side and shit. But it does work. But sometimes, man, it just goes right back.
But I said I was watching one where they say, you cross your leg like in the 4-figure and you push on this one. They say laying on your back doing that's not good. You should put your feet up on the wall and then put that leg across the other leg on the wall and push it that way. But there's so much information, you don't know what's right and wrong anymore. I say just fucking shoot up the heroin, you won't feel anything.
Yeah, right. Inject it. Fucking
go to the hospital and get that fucking morphine button, where you push the button for the morphine.
That's fun.
I had the Dilantin or whatever the hell that was.
Dilaudid. That's good stuff.
My lower back cannot squat anymore. Yeah, I can't squat either.
Yeah, my lower back's.
Yeah, no way. Fuck that, man. And that's what always happens when I squat. You torch your lower back.
Or even hack squats. Hack squats hurt, so that's like.
Ugh. Yeah, hacks too. I do not. I just do leg press, and it works for me. My legs are jacked right now.
The only squatting I do now is sitting on the toilet and getting up. I just one rep.
Over here, it's fucking freezing. So you sit on the toilet. You're like, oh my god,
It's
like sitting on fucking ice. Like an ice box, you know what I'm saying?
You need to get one of those toilet seats my mother has in both bathrooms where it's heated. It's got the ass washer. It's got the air blower that comes out and blows your ass dry. Shoots water up there and cleans your ass.
Wow, I actually just got an erection hearing that shit.
You need one of those, Craig.
I need some air blown on my ass and some water shot up my ass.
Yeah,
I use my own. I throw the water in the fucking.
Saw that, yeah.
I throw the fucking.
What the hell are you throwing at me? She's throwing shit from the pond.
Yeah. Yeah, she's building that pond. Are you gonna put fish in that pond or turtles or?
No, well we got she's excited because there's lots of frogs in the pond.
Already?
And then she looked online and governments, you saw like lately with all that government spending and how America's wasted how many millions and trillions on stupid, frivolous bullshit.
Yeah,
saw in Australia that somebody got like 100,000 from the government to study some rare frog. I said, well, frogs in the pond. Let's see if we can get a grant from the government, and I'll sit here and I'll study the fucking frogs.
Yeah, really, man. Dad wanted. They used to test
She got the ball.
Yeah. Brian Pablo, thank you. Early Christmas gift for the channel. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
Great to see you, Lee. I've been
thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap up. I gotta run. Thank you guys. Yeah. Lee, we'll see you on John Libby's channel.
That money, Joe and Greg can buy a nice wig.
Yes. I
want
to get one of them heated toilet seats. That's what
exactly. Thank everyone in the chat. John,
my dogs are all coming. My dogs are coming to say goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye, Bjorn.
That dog's kissing you because it doesn't want you to ut his balls off. He's like, please, here, look.
No,
I think he's paying me back. He just licked his ass and licked my face. He says, how's that taste, Dad? Look at him.
All right, guys. Greg, Lee, I'll talk to you guys later, brother. I'll talk to you later, guys.
All right, Lee. We love you, man.
Love you, brother. Talk to you later.
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast and listen where all podcasts are available.